Hello friends, welcome to another episode of the Advanced Squad Leader series. In this episode, we will leave the Eastern Theatre of Operations and head to the Western Theatre of Operations, more precisely Normandy, on D-Day. For this we will use Scenario T5, the Pouppeville Exit. This scenario is considered one of the classic scenarios and can be downloaded for free from the MMP publishing website. Without further ado, let's fight. Pouppeville, France, 6th June 1944. With the invasion at Normandy underway, the first Allied troops to see fighting were the men of the Airborne Divisions. Most of these early encounters for the 101st Airborne Division occurred at the many German strongpoints and scattered villages located behind the invasion beaches. In helping to secure the southern beach exits for the troops on Utah Beach, a small combat group from the 3rd Battalion of the 501st Regiment set out to clear the village of Pouppeville at beach exit number 1. By 0800, Colonel Ewell and his men had reached the village and begun their attack. The map. The map to be used for the scenario will be a composition of geomorphic maps 3 and 5. In this map, the main setting will be the small village of Pouppeville, located in Normandy near one of the beaches where American forces would land. This village consists of a few wooden houses and a few stone houses surrounded by an area with hills and dense vegetation. A small alteration is required by the special conditions of the scenario number 2 where hills 547 and 534 must become areas with marsh at ground level. German forces will be positioned first, occupying predetermined positions around the village. American forces will be deployed next, starting from adjacent positions or at hexes 5cc8, 5bb8 or 3bb6. Victory conditions. Provided that neither German gun is functioning and possessed by a good order to 2-8, the Americans win at the end of any player turn if they control greater than or equal to 2 of the 3 multi-hex stone buildings on board 3. Order of battle. Germans sets up first. Elements of Battalion 3, Infantry Regiment 1058 with an ELR of 2 and a sniper activation number of 2. This force will be composed by 2A guns 37L with crew, 3447 second line squads with 2 light machine guns and a medium machine gun, 3436 conscripted squads. Leaders 6 plus 1, 8, 0 and 9 minus 1. Americans moves first. Elements of the 3rd Battalion, 501st Parachute Regiment with an ELR of 5 and a sniper activation number of 2 with 6747 elite squads with a smoke exponent of 5. Leaders 8, 0, 9 minus 1 and 10 minus 2. A medium machine gun, a bazooka and a demolition charge as support weapons. Scenario Special Rules. ECR moist with no wind at start. All hexes of hills 534 and 547 are ground level marsh. Rule B16. The building in hex 3I10 does not exist. Kindling is NA. The German 37LA guns may not be moved from their initial locations but may change cover arc. All American units are stealthy, all German units are lax. The scenario will have 8 turns. Setup. First anti-air gun with crew on 3 U2 hex. Second anti-air gun with crew on 3 N7 hex. .447 squad with light machine gun in 3 M7 hex. 447 squad with light machine gun in 3 T1 hex. Pouppeville in hex 3 cubic meters. .447 squad with a medium machine gun and 9-1 leader in 3 M2 second level hex. .436 squad and 6+1 leader in 3 R3 hex. .436 squad with 80 leader in 3 R5 hex. Finally, 436 squad in 3 R6 hex and 436 squad in 3 S3 hex. Let's correct the positioning of the German stacking with the 9-1 leader, which should be positioned on the second level of the stone house. Americans. Two American squads in 5A9. These squads will carry a bazooka and a demolition charge. A third squad joins this group, as does a leader 10-2. Two squads in 3A6 hex. As the Americans can deploy 10% of its force, fractions rounded up, they choose to do so and deform to 3-4-7 half squads. One of these half squads will carry the medium machine gun and will go to 3A6 hex. The second half squad will carry the bazooka in 5A9 hex. Leader 9-1 goes to 3A6 hex. One squad with leader 80 in 5BB8 hex. The German sniper will be positioned at 3Y2. The American sniper at 3R4. Aftermath. With numerically inferior troops, the American paratroopers fought their way through the village in heavy house-to-house fighting. But with the garrison losing contact with their battalion headquarters in Saint-Combe-du-Mont, German resistance soon faltered and the local commander surrendered. Later that day, first contact between seaborne and airborne troops was made at the village of Pouppeville between Colonel Ewell's men and the 2nd Battalion, 8th Infantry Regiment of the US 4th Infantry Division. Alright friends, the stage is set for this classic battle. The American forces have paratrooper troops with enormous experience, with an ELR of 5, with squads with very powerful firepower and extremely competent leaders. Facing the Americans, we will find second line or inexperienced German units. They are considered lax, with an ELR of 2. The strengths of the German side will be the anti-aircraft guns, which have an infantry fire equivalent of 8 and a rate of fire of 3, and the positioning in defensive positions with a large defensive bonus, stone buildings with a terrain effect modifier of +3. With this, let's conclude this episode and prepare for the first turn of this scenario. Namaste.